Grace Hernandez, how are you? How are you doing? I'm doing good. I'm still sick, but I feel better than 2 days ago, but I'm still sick. But compared to day one, I'm doing much better. Can you, Doug, what is that? Can you start a booklet? Ginger lemon tea. You know, I used to years ago. I gotta try it. Definitely. I stopped drinking teas. I used to drink a lot of teas before, and it's true they helped me a lot. I used to drink lavender, and what was it? It was lavender and something else, and chamomile, I believe. Lavender and chamomile, and that one was good. You're absolutely right. Yes, I totally forgot. Yes, I used to drink a lot of tea, and it will help me, but I stopped drinking it. Thank you. Yes. Hey Lorraine, I'm glad you got a notification. Chamomile, yes, chamomile. Yes, guys, you know, like I totally forgot. I don't like drinking any medicine, but it's true the teas they help me a lot. Even with my allergies, they used to help me, but I stopped drinking them. And I've been sick for 3 days with the flu A, and I totally forgot about the teas. Yes, definitely I have to get back to drinking tea. So yes, I used to drink the lavender with chamomile, and those were really good for my allergies and when I was feeling bad, and peppermint also. Um, yes, the ginger. I don't know what else. It was ginger with lemon, I believe. That one, it was good for my throat also. So yes. Yeah, definitely today I'm gonna go to the store and get some because I used to drink a lot of tea. Even if I wasn't feeling bad, I would drink the teas in the morning and it will help me throughout the day, but I stopped. I don't know if you guys do something and then you stop and you kind of forget about it and don't do it anymore. That's kind of what happened with me and the tea. I usually drink my teas, not all of them, not the ginger and the lemon, but the chamomile with lavender. I like to drink it with milk, and I always put some honey with that. Hello, Adrian Valencia, how are you? Grace Hernandez. Yes, the tea, it makes a big difference, and what I like is that it's natural. That's really, I'm big in like natural remedies, things like from back in the days. I don't like too many pills or too many things from now, because I don't like those. But anything that is from back in the days, yes, I do like that. How are you guys doing? Like I remember back when I was little, back in the country that I was born, when people will get sick, you will get some sort of things, and you will make a tea, and that's what you will drink, and you will feel better. If you were sick from your stomach, there was a tea for that. If you were sick from headache, whatever, there was a tea from that, and it was. I feel like those things are a lot better. Grace, I'm doing great. In the morning, I was making breakfast for my girls and my wife and myself, and now I'm here doing shipping. But yes, my day is going great so far. I can't complain. You're hungry, Lorraine? Like I said, I've been feeling really bad. This flu is really strong. All my kids got it. All four of my kids, they got it. Uh, I got it 3 days ago, but I'm feeling much better compared to day one. You're hungry too? Yeah, I had a for breakfast. I had a late breakfast because I did breakfast, and then my kids were eating the breakfast first, and then my wife and I. But we ended up eating our breakfast like around lunchtime, so it was a late breakfast. So I had some pancakes, Greek yogurt pancakes with ground beef, and I'm fine. I'm not hungry at the moment. You gonna eat when you get home? Well, they have pancakes, strawberry Greek yogurt pancakes with scrambled eggs and cheese, four kinds of cheese mixed in the scrambled eggs. Yeah, like today when I was live streaming, a lot of people were asking me, "Oh, are you making the breakfast because it's Valentine's Day?" And I'm like, "Not really. You know, I make breakfast pretty much almost every day. Regardless, I make breakfast every day. I don't live stream it every day. I try to live stream it every time I can. But to me, Valentine's, yeah, I mean, it's Valentine's. I don't have anything against Valentine's, but I don't do things like that for my kids and my family just because it's Valentine's. For me, I do it every day. It's like when it's Mother's Day or Father's Day, you know, it's nice, but I feel like Mother's Day and Father's Day is every day too. You don't have to wait for those days just to make it extra nice. Yeah, that's it. Every day. You don't have to wait for the holidays to say, oh yeah, it's a holiday, so now let me be extra nice with my friends, or let me be extra nice with my I don't know, my coworkers or whatever. We don't have to wait for that. And what do you do for work, Grace? If you don't mind me asking. Oh, okay. But do you clean them at night or during daytime? Do you clean them at nighttime or daytime? Because usually they do that at nighttime. Went to school for fireman tech. They prep crap. Daytime. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, that happens sometimes. You know, like I see a lot of people. They go to school for something. They study something, and they end up doing something else because it pays them more money. Yeah. Yeah, I don't see. Listen, a lot of people, they want to make how do you call this? They want to make like, oh, I have this fancy job, whatever. But at the end of the day, if you're working in that place because you enjoy it and you love it and you don't get paid well, that's fine because you like it. But if you're working in a place because you want to make money to support yourself and your family, you want to get paid as much as possible. Beautiful, baby. And to be honest, as long as it's an honest job, I don't see anything wrong. I don't really see anything with like cleaning offices. They're paying you great. They're paying you better than being a pharmacist. Hey, why not? I hear you, Gracie. I hear you. You went to school to be a couch potato. Hey, Trude, how are you? That's my 6-year-old. Like a lot of people ask me, you know, because I've been doing my own business since 2012. And a lot of people ask me, you know, like, oh, go baby, keep playing. A lot of people ask me, and they think that just because I work for myself, you know, it's a big deal. And I'm thinking, I don't work, you know, like, I'm a worker. Yes, I own my business, but I have to work. I have to put endless amount of hours to make money. So it's a job. At the end of the day, it's a job. Well, right now, Gracie, I'm selling phone accessories, and for the reason that I'm saying right now is because as soon as possible, I'm gonna be shifting to something else. And for the only reason that I'm saying as soon as possible is because obviously I need to be able to generate money from what I'm gonna start to stop doing this, because right now this is my only source of income, and I just don't want to do it anymore. I don't want to continue doing this. I don't. It's been many years that I don't enjoy it anymore, and I continue because of the the money and whatever. And before, years before, it used to be a lot better. So sometimes I would get upset, but money was, I'm not gonna say that it was amazing, but it wasn't bad. So then I was like, okay, you know what? I don't enjoy it, but money's good, so it's okay. But then like I would say since last year, the middle of last year, money has not been great, and I'm like, man, I've been doing this for so long that I really don't want to keep putting more of my life into something that I don't enjoy, and money is not that great, and I don't even want to find out why money is not that great anymore. I don't want to know anything about this no more. I'm gonna continue doing it, but as soon as I can switch to what I want to start doing, I'm gonna switch. Because like right now, I have other priorities, like I want other things, and this job have taken so much time and years, and I'm not complaining. It is what it is, but I have 4 kids. They're little now. I want to enjoy them as much as I can, and I want to live a different lifestyle, and this job, this business, is not going to be able to help me with that. So I need to, whether I want to change it or not, whether money is amazing, which that's not the case because it's up and down like anything. I cannot take it with me. I'm not gonna be able to continue doing this much longer, just because I want to do a different lifestyle. So regardless, I have to learn how to do something else, and just start doing that. Didn't you eat, Lorraine, that you're hungry? Do you have any Grace, do you have any kids? Oh, okay.
Siri here. Let me know if I can help.
How old are you? Oh, you're 37. Oh, okay. You're my age. That's good. I feel, I tell my wife all the time, I'm like, I'm 37. And of course, it's kind of weird because I know I'm not 17 anymore or whatever, but I still have those things, those qualities when I was a teenager. I have that. Obviously, I'm more mature and whatever, but I call it a fire in your belly. What makes you being you, your soul. And I still have it. I still have it like when I was a teenager. That hasn't gone away. Can anyone see me? Truth, I see you. I see you, Truth. That's it. Yeah. Young at heart. That's it. 6 comments. I don't know what's going on, Truth. I don't know why your comments, they're not coming in. I have no idea why some of your comments don't come in. Hey, cuídate, Liliana. But yeah, definitely I mean, I don't think the money is bad. It's just that we live in a world that is just pretty much everything about money. So we do need it to pay the bills and cover the things that we want to do. But in my case, I just want to be able to provide for my family, but to be able to spend time with them and just do the things that you know that saying that says, you work for a living, you don't live to work, you know, and that's basically how I want to do it, not just all about work. She's a cyber bully. She thinks I'm stealing her identity. The world is crazy, definitely. Sam, the man Rodriguez, how are you? Yeah, working, buddy. Happy Friday. I wish I knew all those things back from other things. Hey Grace, are you new to my live stream? I don't remember seeing you. Have you been on my live stream before? Oh, okay. Yeah, because I don't remember seeing you. And just like nowadays, you know that you mentioned that cleaning offices, you make more than what you study. Like nowadays, it's crazy because on the internet, I see so many people that they want to tell you how to live your life. You know, they want to say, oh, a 9 to 5 is bad. Oh, this is bad. Oh, this is whatever. I'm like, man, obviously these people, they're living in a different world because real life, you make 3 million plans, and sometimes all the plans that you make, they go to crap. You know, they don't mean nothing. It doesn't matter how many plans you make. Life is gonna come and it's gonna knock you down, and you gotta figure it out. And that's real life. At least that's how I see it. But then they want to sell you this story like, oh, I was doing so bad, but now I did this, and I'm doing great, and never again. Look at my life now; it's all perfect. I'm looking at that, and I can tell you out the back, that's a lie. That's not real. There's no way that you were doing bad and then you're doing good, but you never do bad again. That's not real life. Real life is about ups and downs. And it's just, you got to keep going. California is getting expensive. Yeah, I mean, everything is expensive. Every state is getting expensive. Georgia, I live in Georgia and it's expensive. Florida, expensive. Right now, I'm in Georgia. So many people have left the 9 to 5 to do thrifting. Hey, listen, back in the days, everybody wanted it to be an entrepreneur. Everybody wanted it to have their own business. Everybody wanted it to, and I'm thinking, like, obviously, I have a retail management background, and I work as a carrier cook. That was good. I live 1 hour away from Atlanta, Georgia. And it's 4 hours from Savannah, Georgia. Yeah, it is beautiful, but it's really bad for me and my allergies, and I'm ready for a change. I've been here for like almost 8 years, so I'm ready to move. Thank you, Lorraine. I feel like everybody nowadays, I was raised in Florida, Miami. Oh, you know who loves it over there in California? My wife. I like it too. I've been there, and we've been on San Francisco. We've been to LA, and we're definitely gonna go because what we want to do now is we want to start traveling all the states of the United States with our kids. And California is one of the states that we've been there and we really enjoy it. You know that when I was in Florida, yes, it's very humid in Florida, but I was okay with that. For some reason, I came here and my allergies, I never suffered from allergies, but I came to Georgia and I have allergies every other day. Buenas tardes, J90. Your cousin lives in LA? Truth? You know what I really enjoy about California? The food. There's so many different kinds of food and it's amazing. Last time I was there, it was almost 10 years ago. And we enjoyed the food in San Francisco. We enjoyed the food in LA and it was amazing. I think I gained like 15, 20 pounds on that trip alone. It was a 14-day trip. And I think I gained like 1 pound each day. He's a chef. So yeah, I got a lot of Chinese and Mexican and Italian. Yeah, I love Mexican food. So yeah, one of the biggest things that I dislike about the internet nowadays is how people want to tell others how to live their life. And then if somebody's working an honest job, they want to make that person feel like that job is not good enough. Oh, you should be doing this. Like I hear some crazy guys saying, oh, if you're a man and you're not making $450,000 a year, you should be ashamed of yourself. And I'm looking at that, I'm like, this guy, where are you living? You know, what kind of world are you living? Like, that's ridiculous. So, and then you get these other people that they want to tell you, like, oh, you should buy my book and I'm going to show you exactly what I did so you can do the same and make this much money. And I'm thinking like, that is just crazy. Even if I do something and you do the same thing I'm doing, you're going to get a different result because we are different people. That's the way it's supposed to be. We're never going to get the same result, even if we follow everything by the dot. Why? Because what is meant to happen to me is not meant to happen to you, good or bad. And that's life. At least that's how I see it. Animal fried and burgers. I have never tried In-N-Out. Okay, I finished with those. Let me continue with this. That's it. We all have our own destiny. We all have our own path, good and bad. And that's it. That's going to be your life. It's like, I was listening to this guy. I like to listen to positive things, you know, not crap. If I see people like just talking about something that is not going to help me in some way, I don't want to listen to that because I don't want to put that crap in my head. So I was listening to this guy and he said, I get upset. That's the guy talking, right? I get upset when people complain about, oh, I had a bad chapter in my life. That's still your life. He said that when you're watching a movie and there's a little part that is not that good, what do? You turn it off? No, you continue. So when the good part comes, you're there. That's the same thing with life. Good and bad is your life. So that's how it's supposed to be. Good and bad is your life. You have to live your life the best you can, the best of your abilities. And that's all you can do. That's the best you can do. Your cousin works on a private jet as a chef. Oh, that's nice. Yes, definitely. Grace, yes. I feel that's the way it should be. You know, we should help each other out, and if we're not gonna help each other out, we shouldn't hurt other people. Because I get it. Some people don't want to help nobody, and that's totally fine. I respect that. But don't harm other people. Don't try to step on other people to achieve what you wanted to achieve. I feel that I'm gonna achieve whatever I'm meant to achieve without stepping on nobody. I don't need to step on someone to achieve what I'm meant to achieve. And if I don't achieve that, it's because it's not meant to happen. But that's not going to discourage me. That's not going to make me think, oh, I'm not enough. No, maybe I got to try harder. Maybe I got to find a different way. Maybe I have to reinvent myself, improve myself, upgrade myself. That's it. Yes, definitely. Saludos, Culiacán, Sinaloa. Hey, how are you? I want to go one day. I want to try your food. I heard it's really, really amazing. Yes, it is Chicago. I agree with you. Yes, definitely. Because I feel that's just my personal opinion. Again, just because I have an opinion doesn't mean that everybody has to think like me. I feel that we got to the point that I'm only going to talk about America because I've been here pretty much my whole life. I came here when I was 11. I'm going to be 37. So I've been here all these years. Okay? And I'm not complaining about the country because a lot of people, when you speak your mind, they get offended. Oh, if you don't like it, go back to your country. Oh, if you don't, I'm not saying that. All I'm saying is it's totally different now to how it was before. I feel that now everything is about money. When I came here, it wasn't like that. When I came here, you could have a decent job and the man had a regular job and support the wife, support the kids, and live a decent life in a decent house and a decent life. Right now, the wife, the man are working. They can barely afford to take care of their kids because they have to have them in a daycare and sometimes they can even afford the daycare, and it's ridiculous and it's out of control and everything is money related. You're forgetting to sit down and eat as a family. You're forgetting to spend time with the kids because you're working so much. So the world, especially here in the US, is become so materialistic that you forget about those little things that are important and they're not money related. You just have to spend the time to do it. And then the internet, we see a lot of people, and again, not everybody's like that. I'm not gonna say that everything in the internet is bad. You find some good, but it's really hard. Sometimes you don't know what's good and what's bad because sometimes people want to sell you a story and they're just being fake. So you don't really know until later on, and that's when you say, "Oh, okay, I get it." They were just being fake. But the internet want to sell everybody that fantasy that, oh, life is just this way and life is no, it's not like that. There's many ways of living your life. There's many ways of doing things. Not necessarily your way is the only way or it's the right way. Yeah, you don't see that. Yes, I agree with you. Hi, GD. Chicago, yes, I know. It's what I talk to my brother all the time. And I tell my brother that people that think how I think, you don't find that many people like that anymore. And sometimes when we speak our mind to the people, I call it snowflakes. Why snowflakes? Because they get offended. You cannot speak your mind. Be honest, they get offended. So it's like people want you to be fake. So I rather be honest and for you to say, you know what, I don't want to deal with you. But maybe if you have the capacity to say, you know what, that's okay. He can be honest. That doesn't mean that I cannot talk to him. I can talk to him. He can have his own way of thinking. I can have my own way of thinking. We can still talk to each other. Because what do you want? You want somebody that is lying to your face. You want somebody that is fake, that is agreeing on everything that you're saying, but at the end of the day, it's fake. So you rather have that than to have somebody that tell you, hey, listen, I don't agree with your opinion, but that's totally fine. And I don't agree with your opinion because of this. And that's it. It's not a big deal. But nowadays, it's just hard. People want everybody to think the same. If you don't think like me, then you're my enemy. If I don't think like you, then you're... No, why it has to be like that? It doesn't have to be like that. Exactly. Yes, definitely. I'd rather for someone, I can be talking to someone, and I'd rather for them to tell me, hey, listen, I don't agree with you, and that's fine. Than to say, oh, you're right, you're right, you're right, you're right. And then behind my back, they're saying, oh, no, I don't agree with him. But why don't you speak your mind? Say it. And that's it. It's not a big deal. That's it. When I started, I'm pretty new to the internet. This is something new that I'm doing. And you know what I said? Because a lot of people, and this, yeah, a lot of people, and listen again. I'm not criticizing nobody. I'm just saying my opinion, the way I look at life and how I deal with things on my own. A lot of people, they're just watching what everybody else is doing. Okay? And I get it. You can learn from other people. That's fine. But at some point of life, you have to do you. You have to be you because there's only one of you. So they're so focused on watching what everybody else is doing that they don't do themselves. They start copying somebody else without being themselves. So me, when I decided to start doing the YouTube, to start my YouTube channel, so that way I can share what I'm doing, what I'm gonna do, that I'm gonna change the way I live, the way I make money, the way I live with my life to a totally different life. So I want to share that. Why I want to share it? Because I feel that that's something positive. I want to share the values that I have as a father. I'm proud of those values. I want to share the values that I have as a man. I'm proud of those values. So I feel that some people are going to like it. Some people are going to dislike it. And that's totally fine. And at the same time, once my channel grows big enough and I can make some money off that, it's going to help me and my family to create more content and keep living the new lifestyle that we're going to start living. But I'm not just going to rely on that. I'm not going to rely on when that's going to happen. No, I'm going to do it how I do things, which is I'll figure it out on my own. That's why I'm going to shift from this business to a different business, because I feel that there's so much good that I can share that why not? And some people will like it. Some people are going to dislike it, and that's totally fine. But at the end, the number one thing that I'm doing is being myself, because there's only one of me. So I don't need to go, and I'm not, it might sound like I'm arrogant or whatever, and that's not the case. But I can get ideas. Obviously, I can get ideas from someone, and anybody can get ideas. There's nothing wrong with that. But I need to be myself, because hold on, I see a lot of comments. Let me read some of these comments. Lorraine, you still hungry? Thank you, Chicago. Yeah, really soon, Chicago. I promise. I'm already working on that. Really soon, I'm gonna start doing that. Thomas, what am I cooking tonight? I don't know yet, Thomas. Ubi. So what I'm saying is, when I started this journey, that I'm pretty much just new to this, to the YouTube and all this, the number one thing that I told myself, and I told my wife, I was like, listen, I'm just gonna do me. I'm not gonna be looking to see what other people are doing, because there's only one of me. I don't want to do it and be someone that I'm not, because then I'm not gonna like it, and I'm gonna stop, and I'm not gonna continue that. So I need to be me. And at the end of the day, there's only one of me in the whole world. So as long as I'm myself, I can continue being me every single day. People can see it. Some people are gonna connect with me. Some people are gonna be like, oh, you know what, this guy is real. Some people are gonna look at my face and be like, I don't like this guy, just by looking at my face, and that's okay. It is what it is. That's how it should be. We all have different opinions, and that's it. But as long as I'm myself, I'm always gonna continue being myself, and I can be consistent being myself, and my channel eventually is gonna grow. And that's pretty much how I base my strategy on going about YouTube. And that's how I do it about life too. I can get ideas, but at the end of the day, I have to do me, because I'm the one that is gonna have to go through that path. And my path is different from everybody else's path, because that's the way it should be. That's the way life is. Go on, Mita, keep playing. Thank you, Chicago. Yeah, because Chicago, I wanted it to do something different. I wasn't gonna do social media. I have never done social media. I don't. To be honest, I'm new. I'm getting used to it. I'm changing my mind to be okay with it, because to me, social media, I have seen so many crazy stuff on social media, but at the same time, there's good things in social media too. And then I was thinking, you know what? I can be part of that good thing in social media, even if it's only a little bit. That's still good, because and I'm just starting. But to be honest, I'm gonna share a few things that it means a lot to me. I have a couple of subscribers that they're 13, 14-year-old boys and girls, that they tell me like, oh my God, I like your channel. You're so real. You're always cooking. You're always doing things positive with your kids. And that means a lot to me, that I'm thinking like, man, those kids, they're getting they're getting good stuff from my channel. They're learning good stuff, because I'm not teaching them anything wrong. You're gonna see me, I'm either working or I'm cooking. And when I start traveling, I'm gonna be traveling, but it's gonna be with my family, and it's gonna be like family related, family oriented, and it's always gonna be something positive, and something, like how to be responsible, and good stuff. I'm not advertising something negative or something, bad. And I'm thinking, you know what, that's great that these kids, they're looking at my channel and they're telling me, I like your content. That means a lot to me, because maybe they can get something positive out of my channel, out of what they're seeing, and apply it to their life, and it could make their life better. That's a big accomplishment. So I really enjoy that. Yes. Bacon cabbage. No, I have not tried that. Thank you, Lorraine. Franca. It's been a few years I wanted to try. Yeah, you just gotta do it. I mean, I feel that it's like anything nowadays. Again, everybody wants to I don't know how to say this in a good way, because sometimes the way I speak, it might not sound the nicest way, but I don't mean it in any harm. My point is, with social media, a lot of people wants to do social media, and that's okay. The question is, what do you want to get out of social media? What are you trying to do with social media? If you want to do it as a hobby, if you want to do it for whatever, then that's fine. But at the end of the day, whoever wants to do it should do it. Just be yourself, and that's it. It's like before, when social media was not a thing, and there was no smartphones, and it was just the flip phones or the big Nokia phones and whatever. The big thing back then, it was to be a small business owner, or everybody wanted it to be a business owner. Why everybody wanted it to be a business owner? Because they thought that being a business owner, it was a big thing. But they didn't know it's not meant for everybody. Why it's not meant for everybody? Because sometimes when you own your own business, You gotta work 20 times harder than when you work for somebody else. When you work for somebody else, you clock in, you clock out. When you go home, that's it, you off the clock. When you work for yourself, sometimes you're with your family and you're thinking like, oh man, I didn't make enough money. I should go back over there and keep on working. This didn't work out. This is not work. You know, so you have so many things in your head that if your mind is not strong enough to separate that, it's really hard. So my thing is, we should all do whatever we want to do, but we got to know that everything is not for everybody. You know, social media is not for everybody. Being a small business owner is not for everybody. Being a worker is not for everybody. Being a father is not for everybody. Being a mother is not for everybody. Having a family is not for everybody. And it's okay. Not everybody's supposed to have kids. Not everybody's supposed to be married. I don't see a problem with that. My mind is really open, and I don't see life as one way. Oh, you should all believe in this. Why? Who says that? Oh, we should all follow this blindly. Let's close our eyes and forget about that we have a brain, that we should use it. Let's just do this. Why? Yeah, it's like anything, you know. Everything has their good things and their bad things. Like when a lot of people ask me, you know, throughout the years that I've been doing this, they ask me, oh, so what's your margin? And what's your this? And what's your that? And I'm thinking like, man, obviously these people, they have no idea what they're talking about. What's my margin? Life. Sometimes in a month, I have been able to make what I make in 1 year in 1 month. And sometimes I have spent 1 year barely making it. You know, so that's what is my margin? Life. Deer. I've never eaten either deer or elf or anything like that. This one, it was a what? A box or
Yes,
a box?
a box.
Okay. Let me get a box, guys. Once you understand, money is a different world, comes and goes on constant flow. We almost very hungry. Everybody's talking about food. Haha. We're out. Hey, Shooter, how are you? Comfort food or cold for a cold night. Forehead. Were your parents small business owner too? Well, my dad, Franca, my dad, he was a business owner, a small business owner since back in my country. He was a jeweler. My dad was a jeweler in my country, and when he came here, he was a jeweler too. And my brother, he been both, you know, just like me. He been a worker, and then he been a small business owner and a worker for yourself. Because once you're a small business owner, you still a worker, but then you working for yourself, but you're still a worker. You know, that's what people don't understand sometimes. They think that just because you're a small business owner, you don't work anymore. I don't know where you just magically do things and things don't, you know, they just happen for you. But when you're a small business owner, you're the owner, but you're the worker too. So I'm sure you understand what I'm saying. Uh, but yeah, my dad, my brother, my grandfather, uh, he was a small business owner too. And myself, I have worked for many different companies and many different places. And since 2012, I decided to just do my own thing, and that's what I've been doing. It's funny because I'm here talking to different people about like different stuff, and then Lorraine, Trude, Chicago, and somebody else, and Thomas are talking about food because they're all hungry. To shake it off, yes, yes, and you know, Franca, my brother, he was the one that raised me for a couple of years in this country when I came here, and he he kind of helped me, you know, because he gave me the foundation, what I call the foundations that I enjoy. And as I got older, I used some of that foundation with my own experiences. And that's what I build now. I have a lot of respect, and that's where sometimes I don't like when I see in the internet a lot of people trying to tell people how to live their life and criticizing when they're doing something honest. You know, I really dislike that. And it does gets me aggravated. Why? Because I feel that when you're doing an honest job to support yourself, to support your family, that's a good job. It doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't matter if you're cleaning toilets. If it's an honest job and that's how you support your family and yourself, there's nothing wrong with that job. Now that you want to improve, you want to eventually get a better job, sure, why not? But there's nothing wrong with the job that you're doing because it's an honest job. But nowadays, people just want to criticize that. You're doing an honest job, they want to criticize it. Oh, you're not making enough. Oh, you're not doing this. Oh, no, you're not doing that. Oh, you should be doing like this. You should be doing it like that. Like, why? So I feel that any job, whether it's your job or your business or whatever, it's a good job as long as it's an honest job, and you can support yourself and your family that way. And if you don't like it, then change it, find a different one, and like that. But I feel that both, they have good and bad. Being your own business, it has their good things, it has their bad things. Being working for somebody, it has good things, it has bad things. And like anything in life, it has pros and cons. Cleaning company and makes good money and don't know people. Lieutenant General. It's low paying. Yes, yes. Chicago, listen, Chicago, I've been in a position. I used to work aviation. That was my highest paying job. That was a job that I worked for somebody that I was paid the most. That was aviation. And when I started my own business, oh, thank you. No, I didn't see it. Chicago is saying good afternoon to you. She said the same. And my kids are doing much better, Chicago. Thank you so much. I just saw it now. I'm sorry. So what I was saying, Chicago, is what I was saying is that when I started my own business, I've been in a position where even my highest paying job, that it was aviation, I've been able to make what I used to make in one whole year. I've been able to make it in 1 week. I've been able to make it in 1 day. But did that happen every single day? No. Did that happen every single year? No. But the same way it will happen back when I didn't know much. I was still learning, which I'm still learning now, but I'm more mature. I have so much experience under me. What did I do? Oh, if I was able to make this much money, then I would invest all that money back again to the business, thinking that I was going to get the same result or a better result. And guess what happened? Life happened. And then life would knock me down and teach me a lesson and say, hey, buddy, just because you did it once doesn't mean it's going to happen again. It could happen then, but now it's going to be different. And that's what I kept on learning, that you don't always going to get the same result. Even if you give it all you have, even if you do the same thing you did before, and you stay consistent and you stay positive and you stay all those good things that people tell you to do, even if you do all that, that doesn't mean that it's going to work out. And that's just the way life is. But I've been in positions where I've been able to make more money than any doctor, than any people that went to school and studied for 10 years. Just like I've been in position where I barely make it for a whole year straight. And I've been working as hard as I can, and I still can barely make it, because that's just the way the game is. And if it's different for somebody else, hey, good for that person. For me, it has not been like that. That's the way it's been, and I make peace with that. And I feel that that's how life is. Real life is like that. Are you still there, Chicago? Yeah, I mean, and honestly, everybody's different. Some people people have different opinions about things, and I'm okay with that. But to me, the way I see it is, I know what I want for me. I know what I want for my family, and my wife is okay with that. We're on the same page, and then that's what we should do. Because at the end of the day, it's a life that we're gonna live. We want what's best for ourselves and our kids, and that's it. We're not harming anybody. We're not taking advantage of anybody. By me sharing now, like I am with the world, through YouTube, I believe that it's a positive thing, because I'm only showing real life. I'm just being myself. I'm being real. That's why when they ask me a question, or they ask me an opinion, I'm gonna answer the best of my abilities. I will never tell anybody how to live their life or how not to live their life. And The only thing they're gonna see out of my content and what I'm doing is real life scenarios. Real, there's not gonna be like cutting corners to make it seem like it's all perfect or whatever. When I'm on the road and I'm living the life that I've been telling many of you that I want to start living soon, I'm gonna be sharing the good and the bad, because don't think, I know there's gonna be a lot of good and there's gonna be a lot of bad, because that's the way it works. I'm gonna be sharing both the good times, the bad times, the amazing places that I go, and the little headaches that you get throughout the journey, and that's how life is. What is that? No, lo hago para mañana. No, quiero dejar esto. Quiero dejar esto en el correo. Que no me da tiempo en ese correo. Yeah, I mean, thank you, Chicago. But I mean, it's just part of life, Believe it or not, Chicago, I've been working really, really hard for many years. I lost count how many years, and ever since I met my wife, we've been working hard together, and it's always been like that. It's always been ups and downs. Sometimes we have a good time, sometimes we have a great time, and sometimes not so great. But we have learned to live with those two, because they're our life. They're making that book, that movie, that whatever you want to call it, and it's part of our life. I have to be, at least that's how I see it, I have to be mentally prepared for whatever comes my way, because I feel that if I only expect good things to happen, I don't honestly feel that that's realistic. At least that's just me, and it's not being negative. It's just the way, based on my experience, the way how life has been. But yes, definitely, I really appreciate the good vibes coming from you, and definitely, yes, I do wish, and I hope, and I pray for more good than bad. Yes, definitely. Ahorita al principio, cuando entré, de momento había varias gente y después como que se murió así. Entonces ahora hay varias gente aquí, de momento como que se desconectan. So, no sé si son ellos o es el sistema, I don't know.
Maybe los conectan.
Just weird. And one is bad. I agree with you, Truth. I respect that. I respect your opinion, Truth. And I like that. Me, I made peace. I don't know if it makes sense what I'm gonna say, but I made peace with life not being always pretty. Everybody wants life to be always good, always great. Why? I'm okay with going through hard times. I'm okay with dealing with some pain. I'm okay with just dealing with the things that I have to deal with, because to me it's just life. Marry an Indian girl. Lorraine is missing Rohit because we saw him yesterday. He said hello and then he disappeared. So Lorraine is missing him, and then Truth is telling Lorraine that Rohit marry an Indian girl. I'm eating tortilla covered with cheese and Italian meat sauce. Hey, that sounds good. That sounds really delicious, Franca,
Ah, I want to.
vegetarian. Lorraine is telling Truth that she only have to be a vegetarian. I have to get one of the bags in the car porque tengo las bolsas en el carro.
In 5 minutes, I'm gonna get your scissors. Una refund, una que no le ha llegado el update de los
Yeah. Yeah, well, if you know what's gonna happen.
You have to buy Luna's dress for the wax museum del Hero. Okay.
¿Para qué?
The wax museum del Hero.
Mm.
The Cloud Barton.
Yeah. I don't know what you're telling me, pero okay.
El dress de la mujer que tiene que portray.
Oh, okay.
Eso se tarda unos cuantos días. You have to buy it.
Yeah. Finish? Yes. Hey guys, I just finished doing the shipping. I'm gonna go and drop it off at USPS, and I'll be back in a little bit. So I'll probably go live streaming again, working, or maybe later on cooking something. So thank you guys for being on the stream, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Thank you, Lorraine. Thank you, Truth. Thank you, Franca. I'll see you guys. Have a good one. Happy Friday, okay? Later, Truth.